The Bold and the Beautiful Friday, August 22nd recap. Will panics over bedroom mistake. Luna spills to Sheila. The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B, recap for Friday, August 22nd, reveals that Will Spencer, Crew Moro, panicked after realizing his bedroom mistake. Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, also spilled to Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. So here's how all Friday's B&B action played out. Once Will woke up with a hangover, he called Electra's name and realized she wasn't there. Will flashed back to bits and pieces of the previous night as he tried to remember what happened. Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, brought Will some aspirin and admitted to texting Katie Logan, Heather Tom, so she wouldn't worry. Will didn't recall drinking that much, but he appreciated all Deacon's help since things got wild. Although Will was fuzzy on some of what went down, he smiled over it being an unforgettable night and still believed Electra was the one he slept with. At Forrester Creations, Electra and Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, assumed Will was having a rough morning since he got drunk last night. However, Electra was hopeful about Will bouncing back for their first time together later that evening. At Lee Finnegan's Naomi Matsuda place, she interrogated Luna about where she disappeared till last night. Sheila showed up and joined the grilling session, but Luna claimed she took a walk and downplayed the risks. Since Luna kept hinting about a plan, that news alarmed Lee and led to more warnings about her granddaughter potentially going back to prison. Lee eventually got fed up and left Sheila to talk some sense into Luna. Once Sheila was alone with Luna, she urged her to tell the truth now that it was just the two of them. Luna ultimately confessed to being at Will's party and serving him drinks, but she assured Sheila that he didn't recognize her. Since Luna kept smiling and playing up how it was the best night ever, Sheila wanted to know more. Luna confessed to giving Will what Electra would never give him, so Sheila joined her in a fit of laughter. Once Will dragged himself to work, he met up with Electra and talked about last night being amazing. Will suggested it was a big night for the two of them and recalled how Electra came back after leaving. Electra chuckled over Will's confusion and assumed he got so buzzed that he thought she returned. After Will realized Electra never found him in Deacon's spare room, he flashed back to his passionate encounter and looked visibly rattled. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Will's going to want answers about who is actually in his bed, so stay tuned for updates on the shockers to come. CDL's where you want to be for great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, updates, and news, so make us your top B&B source. Friday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful opened with a storm of emotions and one shocking revelation after another, reminding fans why the Forrester world is never short on drama, danger, and tangled secrets. Will's panic over a bedroom mistake. In the Forrester mansion, Will Spencer found himself pacing the floor, visibly shaken after a bedroom encounter that had gone terribly wrong. The usually confident son of Bill Spencer was anything but steady as he replayed the night's events in his head. Viewers were pulled into a state of mind, anxious, rattled, and consumed with regret. It wasn't just a matter of embarrassment, it was the fear of exposure. Will had crossed a line, one he never imagined he would. His inner monologue, brought to life in tense, clipped dialogue with himself, revealed that this mistake was tied to someone far too close to his family. The camera lingered on his clenched fists and sweat-soaked brow, making the audience lean forward and wonder who exactly had been in that bedroom with him and what fallout was waiting to explode. This wasn't just about shame, it was about potential scandal, the kind that could tear apart relationships and destroy reputations overnight. Will's fear of his father finding out only heightened the tension. Bill Spencer is never a man to be trifled with, and Will knew that one wrong move could ignite his father's fury like a wildfire. Luna's secret weighs heavily. Meanwhile, across town, Luna Nozawa sat nervously in Il Giardino, her eyes darting around as if she were hiding from the shadows themselves. Her heart wasn't just heavy, it was breaking under the weight of a secret too dangerous to keep. Luna has always been the type to carry the burdens of others, but on this day, the secret was her own, and it was eating her alive. Her phone buzzed repeatedly with texts she couldn't bring herself to answer. She knew her mother, Poppy, would demand to know why she was acting so skittish, but Luna couldn't face her. She needed someone who wouldn't judge, someone who thrived on secrets and manipulation. That someone turned out to be Sheila Carter. Luna spills to Sheila. When Luna spotted Sheila entering the restaurant, she froze. For most people, Sheila represents danger incarnate, the ultimate nightmare dressed in a deceptively soft smile. But for Luna, in that moment, Sheila was a strange kind of lifeline, a woman who, though terrifying, had the power to keep confidences and use them like currency. Sheila slid into the booth across from Luna, her eyes narrowing with curiosity. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she said in that silky, dangerous tone fans know so well. And then, in a burst of desperation, Luna spilled everything. Her words tumbled out quickly, a chaotic storm of guilt, fear, and confusion. She revealed details about Will's bedroom mistake, about what had gone down behind closed doors, and about how she was tangled up in the aftermath. The more she spoke, the more Sheila's eyes lit up with the delight of a predator who had just been handed a golden opportunity. "Sheila, I didn't mean for any of this to happen," Luna whispered, tears brimming in her eyes. "But if the truth comes out, it could ruin everything." Sheila leaned in, resting her chin on her hand, savoring every word like it was a fine wine. "Oh, honey," she purred, "the truth always comes out. But lucky for you, I'm very good at keeping secrets, when it benefits me." The power shift. The power dynamic in that booth shifted instantly. Luna thought she was unburdening herself, but what she had really done was hand Sheila a weapon Sheila could use against the Forrestos, the Spencers, or anyone else standing in her way. As Luna buried her face in her hands, Sheila reached across the table, giving her a faux comforting pat. The gesture wasn't about empathy, it was about dominance. Sheila had gained leverage, and she knew it. Fans could almost hear the gears turning in Sheila's mind. Who could she use this information against first? Bill, Ridge, Steffi? The possibilities were endless, and with Sheila, that's always a recipe for chaos. Parallel tension at Forrester Creations. Back at Forrester Creations, tension buzzed through the office corridors. Ridge and Steffi exchanged worried glances, aware that something was off with both Will and Luna, though neither had concrete answers yet. Brooke, ever the watchful eye, picked up on the unease and voiced her concerns. The fashion house, normally abuzz with creativity and glamour, felt unusually heavy with secrets and silences. Everyone seemed to sense that something explosive was brewing beneath the surface, though the exact nature of it remained hidden for now. Cliffhanger ending. The episode closed with two chilling moments.